everyone, welcome to Newscenter 11. I'm Zach Benedict. Starting in Pennsylvania, where we give you breaking news. 2 teens were killed early this morning in a one-car crash in Susquehanna County. It happened about 12:30 a.m. on Old Lackawanna Trail near New Milford. State police said a car driven by Alex Hinckley, 18, of New Milford, was speeding when he lost control of his car. It went off the road, hit a rock step and an embankment. Troopers said Hinckley and his passenger Brett Sterling, 18, of Halstead, were thrown from the car. Both teens died at the scene of the crash. Going to New York now, where lawmakers in Albany have finally passed a state budget. 4 months after it was due, Senate Democrats approved their revenue bill Tuesday night during a special session called for by Governor David Paterson. The Assembly passed its budget bills in June. Part of the holdup in the Senate had to do with debate over proposed changes to tuition rules for state universities. It would empower SUNY and CUNY schools to set planned tuition increases for the next 3 to 5 years rather than the state. Some lawmakers threatened to vote against the budget if the plan wasn't enacted. Tuesday night they agreed to continue negotiations with the tuition proposal for the sake of passing the budget. Still, Senate Republican Minority Leader Dean Skelos believes it will only further hurt New Yorkers. As he says, it raises taxes by nearly $4 billion through the new income and business taxes and reinstating the sales tax on clothing. Despite the delay, this is not the latest budget in the state's history. In 2004, it was not approved until August 11th. In Pennsylvania now, where if you park in one part of Scranton, you will soon have to shell out more money for a parking spot. Some people say it's unfair. 76 new meters will be installed on Matts Avenue and River Street near General Dynamics. It's causing some crowding in part of the city as people try to find somewhere else to park. The new meters won't be enforced until Monday. Again, in the Commonwealth, where the Delaware River has become the focus of national battle over natural gas drilling. Now a major gas drilling company has decided it is pulling out of the Delaware's watershed. Cabot Oil and Gas said it's pulling out of Wayne and Pike counties and other parts of the Delaware River watershed. This comes during a controversial ban on gas drilling in that area. Cabot's move is just another issue that has people near the Delaware deeply divided. All Cabot officials will say is they are putting their focus back on its operations in Susquehanna County. The company has drilled 101 wells there. One last trip to New York State, where Five Below say on its website, a store will be located next to Toys R Us in Johnson City. The store sells all kinds of items, from DVDs to cell phone cases to computer games. Everything is $5 and below. The store will be in the former Kids R Us store front, which has been vacant for several years. A Five Below store is also coming to Horseheads. Both are expected to open this fall. Coming up next on Newscenter 11, find out what's making the Delaware River dangerous, and it's not natural gas. Then, find out what a man in Elmira is being charged for. Then, the Storm Center 11 forecast. It's all next on Newscenter 11. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Newscenter 11. Continuing in Pennsylvania, where Smithfield Beach is located along the Delaware River, and it is a very attractive place on a muggy, hot day. However, National Park Rangers said the river can also be equally as dangerous if visitors aren't careful when cooling off with a swim. According to National Park Rangers, the river bottom is not even, like in a swimming pool, so you can be walking along, be up to your knees, then take one more step and you're down into a 15-foot hole. That's when people can panic, then the current takes over, and before you know, it's carrying them downriver. One more trip to New York State, where at approximately 10:57 a.m., the Elmira Police Department responded to 353 West Water Street for a report of a stabbing. Upon arrival, officers learned that a 49-year-old female victim was stabbed in the abdominal area. The suspect had fled the residence on foot. Other responding officers were provided with a description and information on the person responsible for the stabbing. Officers subsequently located the suspect on Columbia Street and took him into custody without further incident. The suspect was found to be in possession of multiple edged weapons. Arrested was St. Joseph S. Hall, 47 years of age, from Elmira. Hall was arrested and charged with assault first class B felony. Hall is currently being held in the Elmira City lockup awaiting arraignment. The victim of the assault is at a local hospital being treated for a laceration and internal injury sustained during the stabbing. It's going to be hot and humid again today. How much longer will it last? Find out next with the Storm Center 11 forecast. Time once again for the Storm Center 11 forecast here, and we'll switch right over to the WeatherBug Neighborhood Network here. I have an 81 in New Milford, a 79 in Rome, an 80 in Selinsgrove, 81 in Stroudsburg and Milford. Looking live outside to Binghamton, looking great out there. Still a little bit of haze, but that will increase in the days to come. Looking at the infrared satellite imagery here, we can see we have a complex of thunderstorms skipping us to the southwest here in the northeastern portion of the state of Pennsylvania and the southern tier of New York. Storms missing us again out in Iowa. Actually, that'll be our next weather player here. Calm in the southeast and calm out in the Four Corners region. Looking at the Doppler radar, those storms, again, very visible out in the Midwest, skipping northern Indiana, just getting out of Illinois, western Illinois, or eastern Illinois, and looking at the extended forecast here, you can see we're going to have this cold front move through, bring us some showers and thunderstorms here for the next couple of days. That'll kick on out with some high pressure, great day. Low pressure, another wave of low pressure will move through, bring us some showers. That'll move through real quick. High pressure in control, then another low will sit and spin over the New England coast, and I'm sorry to say this, I hope this indeed does not prove to be correct, because if it proves to be correct, we will be setting ourselves up for another pattern typical like we had last summer. And again, the same model that you're just looking at just loops it more through what we saw earlier and just reemphasizes it for tonight. Better chance of a shower, cloudy and muggy and warm. The sleep condition index, a 4, warm and muggy in some spots. Your AC may be needed on the low setting. For tomorrow, clearing, and it's going to be much less humid than it is today. Highs 79 to 85. Looking at the extended forecast, Thursday, showers and thunderstorms, the high 87, the low 63. And looking through the weekend, it's going to be gorgeous highs in lower to middle 80s. We'll be right back with the conclusion of News Center 11. Stay tuned. News Center 7 is doing good, ending the show very early. This is the 4th or 5th show in a row. I believe we've ended it early. And I'll end it with the same thing. News Center 11 is going through some changes. You're going to start be hearing some new music. Our changes should be done by this Friday. So by Friday, you should see a whole new show, and Friday we will also unveil the Weather Center show coming up right after News Center 11. So after our Friday newscast of News Center 11, you'll want to stay tuned for the first unveiling of the new show, Weather Center. But that is all the time we have for News Center 11 this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. News Center 11 will be uploaded right around the time of noon hours. So enjoy the newscast. I hope you enjoyed this newscast. For everyone in the southern tier of New York and northeastern Pennsylvania, I'm Zach Benedict. Have a great day.